a lot of people now, it's not that they can't focus, it's that they have super well practiced distraction.
Ooh,
and you get really
you can't just move on from
and
that.
high definition LED television set.
You can't just move on from that. Say that again, please.
Mic drop moment.
So a lot of people think that they can't focus or they're bad at focus. But really what it is that they have super well practiced distraction.
Remember I told you yesterday? I said if I didn't go fetch those sneakers at that time, it would have ruined my day.
But now I know we're going to go on a tangent here, but I want you to help Eugene on this.
Actually, now we're going on a tangent.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm acknowledging the tangent
okay.
for this specific moment, because this is about you now only as Eugene. How would you have helped Eugene with this? So Eugene, tell the story.
Eugene
and then no. I want you. Let's. Here's an actual brain.
Yeah.
Walk us through the story. What happened?
So I ordered these sneakers online.
Okay.
And then they arrived, but I didn't count for how far they were. In my head, I was like, it's 6.5 kilometers. I can probably make it. But we had this as well to do. So I spent an hour thinking, if I go there, then I would save myself all the grief of thinking about going there while I'm doing this.
But so basically, but also you're leaving out the most important thing you told me, which was...
We're leaving out a lot of details
Yeah,
here.
Details, Eugene.
Yeah.
Tell me. Okay.
Because how much time did we have?
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to tell you the story. This is what happened to Eugene.
Are you here to convict me?
No,
save me?
I'm like, for all I know, it's 10 minutes before you got to be here and you're talking about traveling all the way to Brooklyn.
So let me explain. Let me explain what happened here.
Yes.
It was Brooklyn.
Yeah,
so let
we
me
were
explain.
talking about it before we started.
So let me
That's
explain.
how much on his mind this
Yes.
event is.
So I'll explain what happened, because my friend told it to me. So what happened was Eugene ordered sneakers. The only location that would have the sneakers was in Brooklyn. Eugene was in Manhattan. Eugene looked up where the store is. He was like, oh, I got to get this. It's near the Barclays Center. Google Maps told him how long it could take to get there. Eugene was like, I think I can do this. Now, the time was going to be like super tight, but he's like, I can do it. I get there, and then I spend like 26 minutes getting there, and then I'll spend 2 minutes buying the shoes, because how long does it take to buy shoes?
Pick them up.
You already ordered them.
Yeah, you just got to pick them up. And then I got to get back in the car, and then I come back to Manhattan, and then I've got the thing. Now, I was like, but Eugene, isn't that going to be stressful? Then Eugene said, no. If I didn't go pick up the shoes, I would have been more stressed about the shoes the whole day. So when we were recording an episode of the podcast, I'd be like, I can't even think about anything, Trevor, because all I'm thinking about is those shoes. And while I'm talking to the guest, I'd be like, shoes. What time did the shoe place close?
Did you end up getting them?
No, then he went and he got the shoes first,
Okay.
right? No, he made it.
Okay.
But it was a stress. So now I would like you to explain
I swapped one stress for another.
From a brain perspective.
No relief whatsoever. I swapped one.
I'm like...
I was like, go to war or stay married. War.
So help us understand.
It was one stress for another because you sat there overthinking for a period of time, and then you had less time to go and actually do it. And were you stressed on your journey?
And he was stressed about getting to the podcast.
I was stressed on my journey going there. It was just coming back. But in my head, I was like, that stress compared to the stress of the whole entire day.
Of not having the shoes.
Because when would you have been able to get them if you didn't go right before?
Any other day.
I'm asking you.
No, any other day.
Any other day.
Any other day is the answer. And by the way, I'm not judging you, because
No,
I
100%.
too have. I didn't even once, even just
Never did.
Well, what were you guys doing before this? Because you were late today.
So
Hey.
this was
Shoes
this
again?
was all on me.
Chewing
This is not
ice cream.
this is not
Tell
him.
the story.
This is not him at all. This is not him at all.
You are a therapist now.
This is not him at all.
Oh, well, my point is though, like,
I'm just going to
personally,
tell you.
I have.
I'm just going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you.
You said it was technical difficulties.
Let me tell you. No, but I wouldn't throw you under the bus. I would never do that to you.
Why are you this person? Go ahead.
So there's a part of the podcast that I specifically like to be a part of. Like, it comes to when we're working with the transcriptions of the podcast, what's happening with like the titles on YouTube. Like I like to be
parts.
involved. Yeah, many of the geeky parts, right? So what I'll often do is I sit there with my laptop or my iPad and I go through the thing and I do it. Then I do it. Long story short, the program that I use didn't want to work for the episode that we were doing, because we had multiple Africans on the same episode. Now, I'm not blaming the racism of technology in this. I'm just explaining to you what happened. But it could not, for the life of it, discern between the Africans. Sometimes it couldn't even say what language they were speaking. They were speaking English, by the way. Now, in the program's defense, one of our friends says like wak instead of work, and he says like swordfish. But
Instead
that's
of
Joe.
swordfish.
But that's Joe. In his head, he sounds like Hugh Grant. You'll understand this when you listen to the episode. All of this will make sense. I'm also not blaming Joe for how Joe is. But because we needed that, and the whole process relies on me doing that part, then I was like, we need it. Then I'm like, I'm like a hacker, like, give me 10, I gotta get in. 10 minutes, give me 5 more minutes, and so that's the thing. But I want you to first fix the shoes thing.
Yes. Well, it's the same thing though, right? So I have a thing.
How did you fix it?
I don't really
Wait, let's hear what it is first. Yeah.
So my thing is I don't like to rush. Because when you rush, you're in fight or flight, and then that boosts cortisol, and that actually makes you dumber. So if you're sitting there right before this episode and you're trying to figure it all out, and all of a sudden you're stressed about figuring it out, that actually makes you less able to figure it out because you're turning down activity in your prefrontal cortex and raising activity in your amygdala. Now you're in fight or flight, scanning for threats, and you're not really in a position mentally to figure it out. That's why when you're in a rush, you spill your drink or you forget your keys, you drop things, right? You're not working at optimal performance.
Can I throw something at you
That's so good.
that might? It's based on what you told me about the kittens, though. Only because you told me the kitten story. What if I grew up in a life that was so stressed and so high paced that that's actually when I'm the most relaxed? Because I've lived in horizontal lines for so long.
It's sort of like matching.
So I'm like what if I'm the opposite? Like I become smarter. Yeah. I can move better. I don't spill my drink. I don't bump into anything.
Perform well under pressure.
I don't miss a plane. I don't, like, you've seen me in an airport.
You thrive in that.
Let me tell you something.
Made us drive like crazy.
If shit is going down, and you need to rush,
it's you're the guy.
You call this guy here. Nothing will get forgotten. Nothing will. Do you know when I've forgotten things? Is when I had copious amounts of time. And I mean copious amounts of time. I was going to a friend's wedding recently. When I tell you I had time, pack the suitcase 2 days before. I was like, you know what? Let's not rush.
2 days before.
Imagine, you know me, my friend.
That sounds like suicide.
Exactly.
Not you're gonna not come back ever.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pack this. I want to be because I didn't want to rush. I'm going to pack the suitcase. I'm going to prepare everything, put the shoes in, put the tuxedo, the thing, you name it. I was like, I got this. I'm going to be because I don't want anything to go wrong. I was like, you know what? Not that things go wrong. I was like, I don't want anything to go wrong.
Let me try this thing.
So let me do this thing.
But you're focused on things going wrong when you're thinking about how you don't want things to go wrong.
This is why you're around. This is great, by the way. So I was like, you know what?
You manifested calamity.
So I was like, let me just do this. Packed everything, got their wedding, you name it. The night before, I'm hanging up all my clothes, putting everything up. I had jackets, I had shirts, I had no bottoms.
You didn't pack any bottoms.
So you know what?
You got all the way there and you didn't pack any bottoms.
Let me tell you. So because the pants went off for tailoring
a lot of things
separately,
are making sense now.
The pants went off for tailoring. They came in a different bag, and I put the bags, and I was so comfortable and calm when I was doing the thing. But when I normally pack, I fly in and I sing a song, and I'm like flying through it. I'm like, your shoes got your socks, and then your socks got your pants,
like
and then
an
your
athlete.
pants got your underwear, your shirt, and then your shirt got your
That's
jacket,
actually
and
the
your
song you
jacket.
sing?
Yeah, every time. I've never left anything behind. I've never been a person who's like, I didn't bring my toothbrush. No. I'll nail it. So I mean this honestly.
Okay, well, that's a completely different situation.
So could I have like the opposite brain of?
Yes, you could, but also what you're describing is completely different. What you're describing is why athletes are way better at shooting free throws when they're not thinking about it versus whenever they're thinking about it and they have time, then they miss, right? Because you have it saved in muscle memory and you're trying to introduce conscious thought into something that you shouldn't.
I'm a packing athlete.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
There's this famous...
Don't come here with no casual packing.
Exactly.
I'm a packing athlete.
But you did that. You came through with some casual packing, and that's what you did.
I'm so grateful for your presence here.
Wait, before you
reasons.
go on this, I want you to now go with Eugene's one because I've experienced. By the way,
we diagnosed Trevor.
I've experienced Eugene's one, so I want you to talk us through because I think a lot of people will relate to this. Help us understand Eugene's thing and how would you have coached him?
Did we finish Eugene's situation?
No, because he had the shoes, he was fine. But then, as he said, he swapped one stress for another.
Yeah.
So
What was the other stress? So the one
The
stress
other stress would be I'd be sitting here, and then when the guest is talking, I'd be thinking, this 30
so
minutes.
What was the
Exactly how long it takes to get to Brooklyn.
But what was the stress that you swapped it for? What ended up being the stress?
Oh, the stress was, are we going to make it on time? The driver is driving too slow. Why is the school bus in front of us? Why is there traffic?
There's always a school bus when you're late.
How long did you wait to make that decision to send it?
Almost an hour.
Oh. So, I mean, I think, I was saying this before we started recording, that I don't negotiate with myself. And so
you don't?
What does that mean?
I don't, for example, you're sitting there going back and forth. Like,
yes,
do I want to go get it?
I do that.
I just make a decision. I don't like to waste time.
But why? What is the thinking behind this?
I think it's exactly what happened to Eugene, right? So he wasted an hour just going back and forth, and then he had double the amount of stress because not only was he overthinking a situation, then he was also stressed about having less time to do it.
Right.
So again, it's kind of similar to where I was thinking, where I have this thought process of when I visualize my best favorite self, who are they? What are their habits like? What is their mindset like? What are their beliefs like? In this situation, it's like, okay, when I visualize myself tomorrow or myself later today, or my best favorite self, what does she do? How does she act? She doesn't sit here going back and forth. Should I go get it? Should I not? It's my podcast. If I want to go get the shoes, I'm going to go get the shoes. And if I'm going to be 10, 15 minutes late, I'm going to be 10, 15 minutes late. And I'm not really going to stress about it. And that's why I said, I don't like to rush. If I'm going to be, that doesn't mean that I give myself ample time all the time. I don't always have ample time. And sometimes I am 5 minutes late.
Right.
I'm kind of chronically 5 minutes late to everything. I wasn't today, but I am. But that's because I wasn't alone, right? So he's on time. Yeah, I think when I think about that, if I were in your shoes and I'm like, this is something that I want.
Nice shoes, by the way.
From the beginning, you had ample time. If you didn't waste an hour thinking, you could have gone there and back and not been stressed at all. If it's something that you want to do that's going to make you happier, and that joy is the best performance enhancing drug ever. So if I'm going to go get these shoes and I'm wearing my boots. You guys both said you like my boots.
We both said we like your boots. They are dope boots.
And when you are feeling like your best self, then you actually perform better, right? Joy enhances your performance.
And I knew, that those shoes would do that for me.
Exactly.
We had 2 back-to-backs.
You came in with swag, I won't lie.
I knew.
You just had a vibe about you.